Good morning, everyone. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. They are greatly appreciated. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs, so that means it is a broad spectrum reading that I do speak in broad terms. So you need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything's broken or wrong. You're not on your path. You just might be working on something different at this time. It is originally created for Friday the 14th of July, but it's not solely set for that date. If this reading's showing up in your feeding, if this reading is showing up in your feed, and the reading makes sense to your situation, by all means utilize the reading when you're seeing it rather than when it was originally created for. I do believe readings can be timeless and find us when we need them rather than when they were originally created for, so take what you need and leave the rest. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily videos. In there is some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing my channel and my readings, what decks I'm using during the reading, if you're interested in that, how to follow me on social media, either at my Facebook page, my Facebook business page, or my Instagram. If you're interested in a private reading, those are available, but you would need to message me at one of those two places, either my Facebook business page or my Instagram. Please note that I will never instigate a conversation about selling you a reading. You would always need to reach out to me for that and initiate that conversation. I do believe Spirit brings people to me when I'm supposed to read them, not, I don't force myself on people. If anybody were to approach you asking to sell you a reading pretending to be me, they are pretending, it's not me. So please know that. You do have to initiate the conversation. And what else? Oh, easy ways to support the channel. You can do so by hitting that thumbs up button and liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell because I do put up daily content, so you will be notified when new content goes up. And sharing the video out, leaving me a question or comment, all of those things greatly help. Watching the video in its entirety, that helps too, to get my watch hours up. And subscribing to my Patreon if you want to see the daily video very early to prepare for the energy. You can do that too. What else? I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading, which is the layer of energy underneath all of this. So if you hear me mentioning cards that you don't currently see in this reading, I'm referring to that reading as a rule. That populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this video, so you can watch that if you choose to do so. So let's see what these cards, what Spirit wants us to know for this day. What is going on? Okay, so our card for the day is, hello, King of Pentacles, responsibility and abundance. This is the King of Rings. He's kind of giving me a little bit of a handsome meditative vibe. We love that. I love that ring around his head, like that clarity that he has. He is grounded in what he wants to manifest, how he wants to manifest. I like that we're seeing him after yesterday's card, which was the 10 of Pentacles. So there is this sort of, my feeling is this setting about in the 3D world to reset our plan or reset our focus and start to begin to manifest whatever it is we are focused on. The King of Pentacles can be associated with the Earth, is obviously associated with the Earth signs, which would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But he is a provider, right? He's a provider first for himself, obviously, but then for those around him. He's very generous, he's very grounded, he's very sort of discerning. He's going to use, practical thinking over anything else. He's going to move maybe a little bit more slowly than the other kings, but the steps that he takes, in my opinion, are well measured, well thought out, solid, right? That's a good word for him. He's somebody that can be depended upon. His decisions can be trusted, right? So if anything, I feel like we should feel like we're an authority in the decisions that we're making in our 3D world. We should be able to trust those things. We might find ourselves wanting to provide for others or be responsible for others or create more abundance for ourselves and others at the same time, especially with that 10 of Pentacles from yesterday. he's the guy to do it. So this is the hat we're putting on today, or the focus we need to have today, that we are capable, that we are manifesting, that we are, if we shut our eyes, we, hold our shoulders like that and give ourselves a little bit of a hug and some support like he's doing, and center ourselves, we can set about creating positive change in our 3D world, right? But he seems very, very centered to me with his eyes closed like that. It's almost in a meditative state where he's going inward and asking the questions and then emanating those thoughts, feelings, or emotions out through this white aura around his head. I don't know how well you guys can see that ring there. So underpinning this from the Sunday reading is the Ten of Wands, which is the release of a burden that maybe, we've been carrying, or a project that we've been carrying. It can be, something that's dear to us, because Wands is that element of spirit, right? Something that is desirous, that we've maybe desired, an outcome that we've desired. Maybe we're reaching the finish line with that, or maybe we're reaching the finish line around how we originally perceived that, and we're looking at it maybe slightly differently or more practically through this King of Pentacles energy. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we've given up on the goal. We might just be reassessing how to get to the goal, or what steps we need to take to get to the goal. But the goal is there. The goal is attainable with the King of Pentacles. He can make it happen through, next right steps and patience. The Pentacles suit, to me, has the most patience of all of the, I would say Pentacles and then Cups would be secondary, would have the most amount of patience for any situation, person, or relationship we might be dealing with, or wanting to manifest or create change within. Now let's go to the Cosmic Insights card. We keep seeing the same cards. Caution, find out more information, don't overwork yourself. This King of Pentacles is not overworking himself at all. He's not going to move until he's ready. He's going inward and listening to his own inner counsel than anything else. If we need to find out more information, that information may be within us. This might be a moment where we don't necessarily have to take action, is my feeling. Because although the King of Pentacles can be about taking action in the 3D world, this King of Pentacles in particular feels like he's pausing, he's reflecting, he's going inward, he's meditating, he's self-soothing in a way with those arms on his shoulders, with his hands on his shoulders there, where he's maybe taking a pause or a break and reassessing. And this caution is are we burning ourselves out? Are we spinning our wheels too much? Are we working too hard? Are we working harder, not smarter? The King of Pentacles would want to work smarter, not harder, right? So that might be why we want this King of Pentacles energy in our day, is so that we can find this area of caution. And I don't get a bad warning like, oh my God, caution, be careful, you're going to make a wrong decision. It's more like slow and steady wins the race, and reminding ourselves of that. We saw patience earlier in the week too, I believe, and it's just this idea of just letting things kind of fall into place, understanding that we have a part in this and that we are manifesting and co-creating with the universe as it's playing out around us, even if it's playing out in ways that don't necessarily seem in alignment. Ultimately, they are in alignment. And that's kind of the feeling I get. The King of Pentacles needs to remind himself of that and stay steady in the face of adversity. He would be one of the most steady cards in the face of adversity. Like, I get this feeling like he can't be rocked or swayed. He's standing strong and grounded in what he's reflecting upon. Now let's go to the Star Maiden Oracle. This is kind of like a major arcana card that is coming from Spirit to remind us. We saw this yesterday. It's the 14 card movement, cosmic energy. Again, being attached, like I just got done saying, we are attached and co-creating with the universe. We are moving forward, even if we're sort of maybe sitting still at the same time, because the King of Pentacles isn't like the fastest moving card of the deck. Like I said, he can be slow moving. He looks kind of not sedentary, but he's stopping to reflect here and go like, is this the best action to take? Is this the best route to go? Is this the outcome that I want? Cosmic energy here is Spirit saying, we're here backing you. We're ready to imbue you with this. I love this red, orange, or I'm sorry, like yellow, red swirl that makes me think of fire action moving forward, right? I associate Chariot more with like blue tones because it is Cancerian energy. And I don't know why, but because it's water, I think more blue-green tones. But this red, orange, yellow, fiery kind of swirl happening here says to me that we'll be ready to take action when it's time, that there's probably something going on in the background that is actually moving us forward, even if we don't feel like we are, even if we feel like we're pausing and reflecting and going, is this the right route? I feel like with the Chariot here, Spirit is putting us on the right route to move forward. We are connected to the greater, bigger picture here, this cosmic energy that wants to move us forward in balance towards our goals. We want to be like stable, steady, ready, clear on that, and the King of Pentacles would be a great energy to produce that for us so that when we are ready, we're ready to move forward. One other thing I do want to say is that the Chariot being associated with Cancerian energy and the King of Pentacles being an earth sign, these two coincide very nicely because they are earth and water, right? They balance off of one another, they complement one another, so like, my feeling is this Chariot, although it can sort of want to move fast, the steadiness of the King of Pentacles can put us at a pace that is comfortable for ourselves. That might be the caution too card where it says don't overwork yourself. Don't try and rush things. Understand that there's a plan within the universe or within the powers around us through this Chariot cosmic energy card that is working in the background to set us on the right path or within the right position to move us forward. Let's go to the clarifiers. Here's that Two of Cups again. The Five of Wands, we've been seeing lots of fives this week, guys. It is a period of transition. Oh my God, and the Lovers, which we saw twice in 2 readings ago. We had 2 Lovers there. Two of Cups and the Lovers. What is going on, guys? So, this is something about what we love, where we love, maybe how we connect. It is something that's very important to us. In each of you, it's going to be important to you in a different way, right? Or around a different thing. But the Lovers and the Two of Cups are the 2 most romantic cards of the deck. The Lovers is Geminian energy, but it's a choice, right? It's a choice to be made. It is protected by the angels. It is major arcana energy. The Two of Cups to me is about mirrored souls or our connection to the self, even if we're not necessarily romantically pursuing someone or involved in a relationship that's, we're working on right now. Maybe there's no one that like at work or family or friends or loved ones that we are dealing with. This can be about deepening our relationship to ourselves and what we love and choosing that route, right? The Five of Wands in the center is there is some conflict going on around us, or there is some challenge going on around us. But again, this is underpinned by the Ten of Wands, which says we are releasing a burden or some sort of fight. And I feel like with the Ten of Wands, I'm going to take this almost literally, somewhere in the background, we have 10 wands if we wanted to come to this fight of the Five of Wands. But is it really worth it? Is it worth our peace in a way? Because I get a sense of peace from the King of Pentacles, I get a sense of peace from the Two of Cups, I get a sense of peace from the Lovers, and yesterday's grounding stone was peace, right? So to me it's like, are we finding that connection, that deep soul fulfillment of what we love, and are we moving towards that? Whatever that is that we love, whether it's a specific person, a family member, a job, a goal, a project, an outcome. Is there conflicting opinions or fight on that? Yes, the Five of Wands would indicate that. It's not necessarily the easy road, but the King of Pentacles is going to remain steady while moving forward in that. And I do feel like this cosmic energy card with that red-orange sort of swirl says we can move right through this Five of Wands. Fives are always transitory. We don't have to get involved in the fight so much. I almost feel like with the Two of Cups and the Lovers here, it's telling us to rise up and be in almost a state of compassion. Whether that compassion is for ourselves, because that King of Pentacles is self-soothing, or for another party or a situation, we have plenty of opportunity to almost rest in that love, that outcome, that goal, in the feeling of that, right? And some of that caution card too, because we see the Lovers and we see the Two of Cups and we have this giant heart here on the caution card. saying find out more information and don't overwork yourself. The don't overwork yourself may be the idea of not getting involved in whatever this Five of Wands conflict could be going on around this situation. The love or the perception that we hold around what we love and the focus that we keep right now will move us through without having to overwork ourselves or fight for it or struggle bus against it or be in fear or worry that we may not be able to have it. I think that we can have it as long as we remain focused on the positive outcome or the vibration of that and the feeling of that, right? That's the Lovers and the Two of Cups. There is something going on here. For some of you that are in romantic relationships that aren't really playing out very well right now, I can see why with that Five of Wands in the center, but to me it feels like temporary. And it feels like with this King of Pentacles, we're trying to remain grounded during the transition or change that's taking place within this relationship. But ultimately, whatever the change may be, even if the relationship is dissolving, it is to our benefit or for us to attain a greater love. And that is the Lovers and the Two of Cups here. It is deepening us. We see the Catechist on the Two of Cups. It's healing us to a degree. It's teaching us something, even if it means we need to walk away or move away with this Chariot here. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to move away. I'm just saying for some of you, you might need to do that at this time. The Chariot will lead us in the right direction, but remember, Cancerian energy is about nurturing ourselves, loving ourselves, taking care of ourselves first and foremost, because if we don't do that, we don't have anything to give to ourselves or another, or a situation that we care deeply about. And we do care deeply with this Lovers Two of Cups card here. There's a lot of care on both sides of the spectrum. Even if it's not, I want to say almost like presently obvious because of the conflict of the Five of Wands in the center there. Let's go to the grounding stone. And remember, the grounding stone for the week is belief. So we might have to hold a belief or a viewpoint that doesn't match what's going on around us, if that makes sense. That's the Five of Wands in there, and the fives that we've been seeing this whole week. We saw the Five of Swords, I think we saw the Five of Wands also. It's this idea that there might be transition or things are shifting and changing, but we can sort of stay focused on the belief of a positive outcome, and that will lead us towards what it is that we want. It may just not be in the way that we thought we were going to go, if that makes sense. Let's go to the grounding stone. The word is enjoy. So whatever is going on around us, try and find an opportunity to enjoy who we are, what we love, what we want, what we desire. Getting into that feeling or that vibration of enjoyment is the Two of Cups. It is the Lover's card. It is that sort of harmonization that these two cards would represent. It is that forward movement of the Chariot here. The caution card could be about, caution to remind us not to stress out and freak out if things are shifting or being difficult at this time. Doesn't necessarily mean that we've lost the goal, the outcome, the love. Does that make sense? I feel like the cards are asking us, instead of work, it says work smarter, or not work smarter, not harder, but like, what does it say in caution? Don't overwork yourself? Yeah. Like, in other words, don't slip into the worry, the fear, the drama of the Five of Wands. Stay in this higher elevation love of the Two of Cups, Lovers, and stay steady and grounded and maybe internal like the King of Pentacles, manifesting the outcome we want and enjoying the feeling of what it's going to feel like for that manifestation to come to pass, right? It's almost like living in the vibration of the end result and enjoying that feeling, believing, like our grounding stone from the week, in that feeling, and allowing that to lead us forward, allowing spirit to then clear the path to let us move forward in ways we maybe didn't see coming. I hope that makes sense. You'll have to let me know, you guys. It does feel like something is definitely changing and transforming, and again, with the Ten of Wands underpinning this, we are releasing something a certain way or path that we were taking to get to this outcome, but we're it's to our benefit, because that releases to the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, an inspired thought, an inspired desire, new action. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the thumbs up button, share the video out, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, and leave me a question or comment. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, and we'll see how this energy changes and shifts. Have a wonderful day, and take care, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.